Hey you guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the next session in the Alpha Wolf Personal Development and Expansion series. And this session is going to run off from yesterday's session, understanding how to create self-love and create love within self. And today we're going to look at understanding how self-honor or honoring self is the process or the step to creating self-love. So I cannot create self-love with without first honoring myself in my actions, in my thoughts, in how I perceive myself, in my beliefs about myself. Like if I'm not honoring myself, like I can't love myself because I know if I'm honoring myself or not honoring myself. And we understand honoring ourselves as doing what is right for me. So not taking negative actions that negatively impact other people and positively benefit me, but actions that positively benefit me that are absent like uh, sort of like abstract or um, absent of other people. So these are actions I take that either positively or negatively impact or influence how I perceive myself, who I perceive myself to be. So we understand that, like, we're not talking about if someone walks up and slaps you in the face. It's sort of like if someone walks up and slaps you in the face, they've taken that action. Are you a bitch and do you cower? Like, do you start crying? Like, do you fear for your life because someone slapped you in the face? Like, how do you respond? That is what we're talking about. That the way in which you respond, if you respond in a way that's aligned to how you want to respond, then you are honoring who you are. You are honoring self. That's how self-love's built. If I'm taking actions where I cower like a bitch just because someone's going to slap me on the face and I don't want to, have a bit of a hurt for a little bit, like why do we cower or turn away from what we fear? Because we want to minimize pain. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I choose that I don't want to cower just to minimize pain. Then I lean into that fucking slap. You know what I mean? And fucking do whatever. But it's just this understanding that should I always take actions that are non-aligned to like how I truly believe it should be, I will create separation and distance from my self-identity of who I see myself as. And we understand and sort of can comprehend this in the sort of the saying that like one day you look in the mirror and you don't know who you see because your aligned vision of your actions and your actions have been so misaligned for so long that who you see in the mirror is a reflection of someone who you didn't want to see in the mirror, i.e., sometimes we, out of not wanting to be alone, we settle to be associated or around people who don't always have our best interests at heart. It's sort of like when it suits them, they'll be nice to you. When they don't feel like it, they'll be a cunt to you. Do you sort of get it? And if we're in those sort of dynamics, if they're toxic dynamics where people are sitting there trying to, there's a pegging order, and you better not step out of line of the pegging order. And if you're on the lower runs, you're mistreated. Like if we're in those kind of dynamics, they create false illusions or separations from our, like ourself, who we want to be in this life. And we become someone who we don't want to be through our decisions and actions and behaviors. So we realize the path to like becoming the person who we want to be in this life and envision and, dream of being is simply to honor through my actions, decisions, and behaviors, those actions, decisions, and behaviors that I deem to be the best sort of version that I can put forward. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's better than others. I don't care if it's good or bad. Like, this is what I think good is, and this is my good. Like, if we're unwilling to do that, self-love, self-value, self-worth will never be found because we have to be willing to commit to ourselves and say, regardless of anything, this is how I see myself. These are the actions and the decisions and the behaviors that I take. And I don't care, what the external environment does. This is what I'm doing. Do you sort of get it? And then that's the process of us taking control to being now able to dictate, how do I want to feel in the moment? How do I want to feel in this environment, in this situation, whatever it may be? So should someone cheat on you, it's sort of like, how do I want to feel in the moment that I find out that someone cheated on me? Do I want to feel like hurt, devastated? Do I want to feel angry and all of this? Like, what is the behavior I want? For example, mine is pretty simple. Like, if I catch someone cheating on me, that guy's losing his two front teeth. And I'm going to take them and drill holes in them and put them on a necklace and fucking wear them around. And every time I see him, I'm going to take him out and show him. Don't fuck with any girl that I'm with. Do you sort of get it? Like, however you want to show up, there is no positive or negative. Do you know what I mean? The only negative will be he won't be able to whistle for a bit. He won't be able to talk properly. He'll always be reminded those aren't his real teeth. Do you sort of get it? And he'll realize, don't ever fuck with me. Do you know what I mean? I like to take it to the extreme sometimes and in some ways, but it's nothing negative. Do you know what I mean? I just want a memento. You fuck me, I take your teeth. Do you know what I mean? But regardless, like in life, it's a funny thing because like that reality doesn't exist. So we can always consider the worst case, like the worst case scenario or reality. Like we use them to gauge perspective of how low it could be. But like in life, reality is based on the vibration, so to speak. Like everything's vibration. So technically it's based on the vibration, but we can see it in all different kinds of layers. So my thoughts and beliefs and behaviors and actions are different frequency shifts in the potential of action, thought, belief, and all of that. Do you sort of get it? Like I can see negative actions, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative behaviors as being lower frequency. So things like, for example, I can associate the pleasure aspect of happiness, joy, all of this, love, and all of this to being a positive frequency. And then I can see all of the negative like hatred, anger, viciousness, all of those as being a lower or negative frequency. And then I can associate the energetic states within my mind and body to being able to understand that, to realize what is positive for me is this feeling. I want to feel this way all the time. What is negative to me is this feeling. the feeling of anger and hatred. Like I don't want to feel that. So when I feel that, like I deal with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't let it fester and grow. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I'm repressing it. I'm not giving that motherfucker space to grow. Do you sort of get it? If I choose to, i.e., like me choosing to take someone's two front teeth as a memento, like I'm free to do it and I can let it grow as much as I want. Do you know what I mean? Even if I let it grow and I take those teeth, I can then put it back away and be happy again and joyful and in that higher frequency. Do you sort of get it? If people drag you to hell, bring a bit of heaven with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid of being dragged to hell. Don't be afraid of negative things happening into you in life, i.e., like someone cheating on you. Who the fuck cares? Like, why would you allow that into your reality? If you don't want to exist within the negative frequency of the negative feelings of life, why allow it to exist in your reality? Do you sort of get it? So I don't really ever fear people cheating on me because people don't really cheat on me. Do you know what I mean? So, like, that's the thing. Like, whatever I create into my reality becomes my reality. So I can see honoring myself, i.e., doing what is best for me and not worrying or even entertaining what is negative for me, right? So, like in life, maybe I have to be angry, maybe I have to be violent. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to live in violence or anger just because sometimes in life I may have to be that way. Do you know what I mean? Like I can let go to the need to, so to speak, try to control my anger and my rage and my violence and keep it in my hand at all times so I'm prepared. Or I can realize that I don't have to hold on to it because in a millisecond, when I need it, it is in my hand. Do you sort of get it? I don't need to fear the strike, for in the middle of you throwing that strike, that anger, that rage, that violence is within me and consumes me. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I don't need to walk around trying to protect myself because in the moment someone attacks me, I am in that moment. Do you sort of get it? Very important to get this because the separation between like needing to protect myself and not needing to protect myself is the realization that death is not the end of conscious existence, conscious awareness, i.e., if who I see myself as this human being is my thoughts, emotions, and feelings, they are electrical impulses, biochemical electrical impulses. Do you sort of get it? Like if that is the consciousness that is me that I see as being me, then what that means is in death, that energy, that electricity, that bioelectric energy does not die. It merely dissipates and then reconstitutes. So energy always collects, joins back together. Do you sort of get it? So when I understand this, in life, what negative could ever happen to me? Do you sort of get it? Like, what could you take away from me when I have sort of foregone the need to for this human identity, this human experience to live on? If I forego the need for that to live on, and just experience it and realize through the moment of experience, I am immortalized within life. Do you sort of get it? Every moment of my life is the storybook of my life. Do you sort of get it? I don't really need to continue on after I die. Like that storybook's always there. Do you sort of get it? Because that's how we understand it. So who I see myself as, my true self, how I want to exist and coexist within life. That is what is eternal. Do you sort of get it? Not what I'm thinking about how good I am at this, not what I'm feeling about a specific person in life. It's the essence of the love that I feel in life. That is what is eternal, not the expression of that love in life. That expression of that love in life is forever, so to speak, scarred in time, in moments in life. But it is not something that continues on. So the love I feel for another, while it exists in the present, when it ends, or when it that moment ceases to be, that moment is captured in time, but it is not perpetual in time. Like the perpetual nature of time is ever flowing moments. Do you sort of get it? So it's not that we hold on to the moments, i.e., my life, my identity of this human form, like that's just a moment in time through the existence of this conscious awareness. Do you sort of get it? Through the existence of life. So we understand that it's not about holding on to this moment in time. It's about allowing a new moment to come and sort of pulling your way through the passage of time. Do you sort of get it? When we're able to do this and when we can do this, we are now in flow with life and we are directing our life. Should I enjoy drinking one day and then a week later I cease enjoying drinking? Like nothing negative has happened in my life. I just realize now I don't really enjoy that action, behavior, I just don't enjoy that environment being around. Like I haven't lost anything, but I am free for any other infinite possibility that I may choose. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm free to go wherever I want. Like we think of life in terms of paths. Do you sort of get it? Think about what was life before there was paths, when it was all nature. Like that's life. You just pick a direction and start walking it. If you keep walking into spider webs and you're not enjoying the time, like all you got to do is pick a different direction. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean there's not going to be spiders there. Do you know what I mean? And you're going to be getting hit in the face, but like it just means like if you cease enjoying the path you're experiencing or the experience you're having in life, like all you got to do is just change direction. Like it's not difficult. I.e., if I'm an angry person and I want to be more loving and kind, like I just choose to be more loving and kind. Like, do you sort of get it? There's no real mystery. If I embody in every action what I believe to be loving and kind to me, then am I not a loving and kind person? Do you sort of get it? So you're free to determine whatever you want. Whatever you want it to be, you're fucking free to determine it. If other people don't resonate with it, like, are they not free to determine what they think is, you know, so to speak, valuable, or what they think love is, or what they think, certain interactions are? Like, that's what we sort of lose this perspective about our individual sort of experience of life is that if someone doesn't like agree that what you think and feel in life is what they think is the ideal of life, or they enjoy that aspect of life, like it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't take away from your enjoyment of that aspect in life. So like when we understand this, it frees us up to now experience all aspects of life without needing to sort of, so to speak, get caught up in the sort of situations of life, the environments, the things like that. Like, for example, I can love nature and someone can tell me how much they dislike nature. Like, I don't get it. Fucking love nature. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to take on your negativity. Like, for example, if you were saying, like, no, nature sucks and all of this and saying all the stupid things about it and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're free to do that. Like, I don't have to care. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to prove to you why nature's good. Like, it's good enough for me. I'm fucking sweet. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to fucking raise you to salvation. Like, do you know what I mean? So, motherfucker. One sec, guys. Just wait for old bruv with his bell to stop dinging. All right. But yeah, so we realize that like honoring self, like if I realize in life that what I value, like, and what I think and feel, like it only needs to mean something to me. It doesn't have to mean something to someone else. Like there's no, I don't feel it any extra should 1,000 people agree with me than if I agree with me. Like if I agree with me, I feel it at 100%. Like I'm not devaluing my identity of self. So if you find it hard that if I believe this is the right path for me to take in life, but I don't feel confident to take it. Like, evidently, I'm devaluing an aspect of me, or I'm not honoring that aspect of me through my thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, my actions. Do you sort of get it? Like, so we realize this is the way in which we can measure our ability to progress towards whatever we want in life, i.e., in love. If I'm finding it difficult to sort of keep reaching out to someone, even if they don't respond to me, like if I find that to be difficult, like evidently that's just like sort of a perspective that I'm having. Like I'm adding additional weight sort of to the action. Do you sort of get it? Like if I write a sentence once or twice a day, like, is it really take that much effort? Do you know what I mean? But people, we put these perceptions on the weight of our actions, or we increase artificially the weight of our action through trying to control the outcome. I don't control the outcome, but I control how I achieve the outcome. Do you sort of get it? I.e., in love, like I don't control if someone likes me, but I do control how I present myself to that person. I do control who I am in life. I do control how I align to people, i.e., if you don't align to someone, why the fuck would you try to align to someone? Do you know what I mean? Like, let it go. Like, if who I am and who you are, like, isn't aligned in the sense that, like, I enjoy you, you enjoy me. We both enjoy, moving life in this direction, experiencing life, however you want to see it. Like, it's sort of like if that isn't there, well, it's pretty hard to fucking build a house on top of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's only sand and you go and build a house on sand without having any foundation there, like, good luck. That house is going to tear itself to pieces. Do you sort of get it? So it's sort of like in love, if I'm finding myself that I'm sort of overlooking or sort of trying to create foundation where there is no foundation, i.e., like if one person's walking one path and the other person's walking the other path, it's sort of like, yeah, like we can wave and talk to each other, but at a certain point in time, if the paths diverge, they diverge. Do you know what I mean? What are we going to try and build a communication sort of structure so that we're able to keep talking? Do you sort of get it? Like in love, it's sort of like a union of like commonality, direction. Do you sort of get it? Like it's very important to understand this because like this is all we're doing for self-love. Like it's the alignment of commonality, direction between my mind and my heart, between my thoughts and my feelings. Do you sort of get it? Between my beliefs and my emotions. Like when I align those, I have self-love. So it can take me a minute, a second, a day, a week, a year, a lifetime to reach this, or it can happen instantaneously. The decision is mine, and it's choice to believe. If I believe in the moment that I come to consensus between my thoughts and my heart, or my mind and my heart, like union is. Like there's no more to do. Do you sort of get it? I don't have to sit there and enact it for 24 fucking years before I'm going to believe myself that I'm not full of shit. Like in the fucking moment that it happens, it is created and exists. So in the moment that I choose in my career, this is what I want to do. And I feel that, yes, this is what I want to do. When I have that alignment, like I now have what I want to do in life, I have my purpose, which makes it easy for me to understand why living in self honor is so important. Because, like, all I'm doing with self honor is honoring my thoughts and emotions, honoring how I think and feel about everything that I do. It may sound like a good idea, but if I don't feel like it's a good idea, why would I go ahead with it? Do you know what I mean? If I feel like it's a good idea and I don't sort of like think it's a good idea, like why would I not like push ahead? Do you sort of get it? So simultaneously, we push ahead and pull it back in every moment. In every moment, we know that it is an infinite amount of possibilities. I do not control, sort of like a boat, like a sailboat. I do not control the wind or how fast I go. Like, but I do control that even if it should be windy, I can still put my sails up. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to use the wind if I don't want to sort of, so to speak, rush it. Do you sort of get it? So in anything in life, it is always both like possibilities of, positive and negative simultaneously. And my choice is to either choose to see it as being positive or is it being negative? Do you sort of get it? Like, if everything I do is something that I have decided that makes me feel positive about who I am, Well, do you think I'm not going to fucking feel positive about who I am? Do you get it? Like it's not really a mystery. So we realize that honoring self is just a choice. Like it's a choice to define what honoring yourself is, and it's a choice to embody it. And in the fucking second that you embody it, that fucking split second, you already achieved it. You sort of get it? The second the decision switches to action, in that second, achievement is found. And the rewards are the action in motion or the action enacted. Do you sort of get it? That's why doing is the reward. Like embodying is the reward because in the moment action is taken, all is achieved from that action simultaneously. And then the enacted action of that becomes the rewarding sensation and experience. So like think about it like this. In the moment I decide to pick up the dumbbell and do a bicep curl, like in the moment I enact that bicep curl, that is when the achievement of the bicep curl has happened. And the bicep curl itself and the experience of it and the feeling of it is the reward of it. Do you sort of get it? Not the growth, but the tearing of the muscle, the fucking pushing of the muscle. You know what I mean? Like it's in fucking building the muscle. Who the fuck cares if it's built? Do you know what I mean? I would rather sit there and have to do 1,000 actions to do one of your actions than have to do less actions. Do you sort of get it? It's in the fucking building. That's where the beast is unleashed. That's where we become primordial. Do you know what I mean? It's very important to understand this because if I see it as in the result, the action becomes a negative thing, and I want to minimize the action to get to the result quicker. When I realize it's in the action, do you sort of get it? I want to expand that action as long as I can because every moment in that action is exactly what I want. David Goggins, that's how he does it. Like, it doesn't mean that in the action, if I expand it, it doesn't become immensely more difficult. But the challenge and the overcoming of the challenge in the action is like everything I seek to achieve out of the action. Do you sort of get it? So we understand this to now I can be, do, and have anything in the moment. In any moment, I can alter and shift and change my direction. I can do whatever I want. I can become whoever the fuck I want. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, whatever you choose is what you fucking choose. So choose something you enjoy. Otherwise, you're going to end up as a butt pirate with something jammed in their ass, fucking all up themselves. Do you sort of get it? Like, choose fucking wisely, but it's not a difficult choice. You already know the answer. Stop trying to convince yourself that it's anything different. Do you sort of get it? Like, why try and convince yourself that what you truly want in life isn't what you want? Like, it doesn't really make sense because if I live that way, like, like a like a cage, it is going to become smaller and smaller as time goes on. And as time goes on, the weight of that cage, the bars of those cages are going to become thicker and thicker. And all there will ever be is the oppression of inaction, of missed opportunities, of decisions never taken. And that is a fear worse than the devil. The devil is a bitch in comparison to that fucking fear. The fear of impending sort of mortality, that this body is becoming in an like a capsule enslaving you, and you are only this body. The liberation is realizing this body, this mind is indisposable to this consciousness. This consciousness exists inside and separate simultaneously, separate from the collective consciousness and inside the collective consciousness simultaneously. Do you sort of get it? We are all and individuals simultaneously in union and separated from the collective consciousness in every moment. And it is the balance between separation and connection or union. So, us being collective and singular, it is the space in between that where life exists. Do you sort of get it? So, it's this understanding that it is in the relation to the transfer of energy between the collective and the individual. Do you sort of get it? Like it's in the energetic transfer that life exists. Life exists because life is. So if there was no life, if there was no transfer of energy, so to speak, however you want to see it, life would not exist because it would be void of life, because there would be no action or reaction. Life is a reaction to action. Do you sort of get it? So in creation, creation is not the end product. Creation is the space in between destruction and creation. Do you sort of get it? Positive and negative. The space in between that. Positive is no higher than negative. Negative is no higher than positive. Do you sort of get it? Like without the death of cells, like I would deteriorate and die. Do you sort of get it? Like it's because my cells die and are reproduced and die and reproduced and die and reproduced that there is life within me. If my cells were just created all when I was at birth and then they just were, like there is no reaction or change. There's no state of change in the environment that is me. Therefore, there would be no life as me because I wouldn't be alive. I would just be existing. So we understand it's life and death, the balance between positive and negative, however you want to see it. Like it's that yin and yang. Okay. And that is life. That is the flow of life, is sits right in the middle of it. It is the connection of the energy and sort of the field that creates when the two positive and negative energies come together. They create the field of energy that is life. Do you sort of get it? But there is no positive and negative. Like there isn't one without the other. One only exists because of the other. Do you sort of get it? Like they're meaningless unless they are together. It's only together that they have meaning. So, like, there is no point trying to conceptualize them as being individual or separate. I am yin, you are yang. I am yin yang, you are yin yang. Do you sort of get it? Like yin yang, like it's not yin or yang, it's yin yang. Do you sort of get it? Like it can never be separate because to try and comprehend it as being separate is to try and recreate the universe from what it is and life from what it is and say this is different to what it actually is. Do you sort of get it? The Big Bang couldn't have happened if there was no like matter or energy. Do you sort of get it? Like energy had to exist for that to exist. Matter had to exist for that to exist, whatever. Like I'm no astrophysicist, but whatever. Like we understand it as being. Like even in nothing, there is something. Like there cannot be something that is void of everything. Like it like it cannot exist because for it to exist, like goes against the fundamentals of life in the universe. Do you sort of get it? Like something void of everything can exist in parallel to something that exists within everything. Do you know what I mean? So, like, there can be non existence, but non existence only exists because existence exists. There can be no non existence without existence. Do you sort of get it? Like, there cannot be a Big Bang without energy. Like, it's not one or the other. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we understand this as being that in life, it is not about the decisions I make. It's about the space in between from me making a decision and getting the enacted result. So in between there is the decision. Do you understand? So to bring it back to self-love, in the moment I decide I want to love myself more, in the split second that I see myself loving myself more and I embody and enact those feelings, in the moment I do that, everything is achieved. And it is achieved simultaneously in every moment that I embody that. Should I choose not to embody it, it dissipates. Should I choose to embody it, it's back there. Like this is how energy on frequency works. Like just because I'm pissy doesn't mean love doesn't exist. Love is a frequency. So like if I'm pissy today and I'm all angry and blah, 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 like that's cool. But in any moment, I can have love. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to do something and earn the right to have love. Should I choose to feel love? In the moment I choose to feel love, I am feeling love. Like, we're tapping onto a frequency or resonating with a frequency. So, what we're trying to do through like self sort of honoring ourselves and self honor and building self honor, right? Is that is the actions, that is the process to creating self love. We are assigning self love to those actions. And the honor is that I know these are the right actions for me to take in life. So I'm choosing to only ever take those actions. Do you sort of get it? So that I know or I can be safe that should that action be taken at any point in time in my life, I'm allowed to feel self-love because I know that's an action of self-love. Do you sort of get it? So then those actions gain power because it compounds every time I've reinforced that from the point of, okay, I get to feel self-love to for this up, and we keep reinforcing it and it becomes, I get to feel self-love for this. And then it becomes, I get to feel motherfucking self-love for myself. Like, send me a bat out of hell. Like, put the fucking devil in front of me, put self-love behind the fucking devil. I'm coming through you, fucker devil. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't give a fuck how big or bad. You think the wall is in between me and my self-love? I'm fucking coming through. Do you get it? Like, it's not a question. It's not wanting, wishing. Like, that's what we're trying to build through reenactment, that level of fanaticism to yourself. Do you sort of get it? Like, you start to build and associate when I take actions that honor who I am. I am an honorable person. That is now a chink of armor on you. Should someone try to attack you, they may attack, but they will hit that armor. And if they don't have honor, ooh, the conviction of their blow will soften, so to speak. They become weaker, for they realize they cannot penetrate your honor. Honor is the armor that protects. Do you sort of get it? When I walk in honor, I am not a vulnerable person. You can try and fuck me over, but nothing will happen to me, or nothing gets through my armor of honor. Do you sort of get it? Like, honor puts strength behind my blows, puts conviction in my heart, willingness to go anywhere. Do you sort of get it? So, should you try to take me to hell, me oh my, you better have checked it out. Do you get it? Because I'll take you through to the depths of hell, to the lowest points of hell, and you'll look over and I'll be fucking loving it. So you better be fucking loving it. Otherwise, you're going to be having a bad time somewhere that I love to fucking be. Do you sort of get it? Like, we don't have to use those extremes. I like to use those extremes because it's sort of like, if you want to go there, I don't mind. Like, I don't mind. It's something to do. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind going for a cruise through hell with you. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to drag me there. Because, yeah, I'll pretend like I don't want to be dragged there. Do you know what I mean? And then when we get there, you'll realize I was hoping that you wouldn't turn around. I wanted you to go there. Do you know what I mean? Very important to get this because it's simply however we choose to create the stories and the narratives around us. So, should I choose to believe that like passivism is the way through life, if I choose to believe violence is the way through life, if I choose to believe like this, that, and the other, like we're free to believe them, but our belief of them does not make them true. So if I believe, violence is the only path, like it doesn't mean it's true. Do you know what I mean? If I believe pacifism's the right path, it doesn't mean it's true. Like there is no overarching truth. So we understand and see how malleable our internal beliefs of what we perceive to be right and wrong. Do you sort of get it? Like you drag me to hell. Like, what wrong could I do to you? You've already taken me to hell. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel bad about doing wrong things to you. I don't see it as a negative thing. I just want to see how far your body can go before it breaks. Do you get it? Very important to get this because it's this understanding that we are not going out seeking to create this sort of anger. But it's like, should you take me to anger? Not to say should you trigger me to anger, but should you walk up and punch me in the face and attack me? Like I'm gonna respond to that attack and like to that attack with another attack. Like I can choose not to if I want, but if I should choose to attack you, like I'm not doing anything negative. Should I choose to beat the fuck out of you? Like, I'm not doing anything negative. Should I choose to pull your teeth out and wear them as a fucking necklace? I didn't do anything negative. I didn't come up and attack you. Do you sort of get it? Like, so we understand, like, there is a difference between projecting negativity into the world and becoming like sort of negatively positive to where I believe that I am not allowed to feel anger. I want to be a happy person and I'm not allowed to feel anger. When we try to suppress something, it manifests in our life. So, should I accept that I don't want to feel anger, but if I have to feel anger, I'm not in a negative place? It's just that out of all the possibilities in any moment that I get to choose, like I'd probably rather choose a more peaceful way of existing. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm gonna exhaust all those options before I start considering it, unless I decide not to. And I may go straight for anger. Like who knows? But do you sort of get it? Like I'm not like just because a situation should make us feel angry or is dictated by society to make us feel angry doesn't mean we have to feel anger, but it also doesn't mean we can't feel anger. Like if we want to feel angry when someone punches us in the face, like we're allowed to feel fucking angry. Do you know what I mean? Like if that person didn't want to get their head kicked in, they shouldn't have punched people. Like we're not saying that I can never take negative actions because I don't want to be a negative person. It's that, like, I'm not going to take negative actions, but if negative actions are put on me, like, do you sort of get it? Like, I'm going to choose to see everyone as being positive and not take negative actions towards them. But should you show me you're negative, I am now allowed to take negative actions towards you without feeling any remorse or any bad feelings. Like I'm gonna enjoy it. Do you sort of get it? Like we can choose that, like no matter what you do to me, I don't take negative actions. Like and you can't do anything to me. So like any which way that we want to choose to do it, like we're free to do it. Do you sort of get it? I just really enjoy hurting people physically. Do you know what I mean? So like if someone physically tries to attack me, I'm allowed to enjoy hurting them. Do you sort of get it? But I don't hurt anyone else. And I don't hurt people because of this. Do you sort of get it? Like when it's over, it's over. You let it go. Like you don't hold on to it. Like I'm not trying to suppress it and lose in control. Like I'm in complete control. Do you sort of get it? It's just, should you walk up and punch me in the face? Like I don't have to consider your feelings when you beg me to stop. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm allowed to keep going. Like, do you get it? Like, it's not like, should you be a kind person and not have never done anything to me and never do anything to me? Like, why would I ever think negative thoughts about you? Why would I ever think that you're going to take negative thoughts against me in preparation for you doing that? Do you sort of get it? So, like, I'm able to, like, not see you as a threat and have you not see me as a threat. Do you know what I mean? But it's sort of like, should that line be crossed to where you identify yourself as a threat? Like, why would I feel bad for putting down a threat? Like, I'm going to feel pretty positive for that. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to be toxically positive to where I'm now a pacifist. Don't get me wrong. Pacifism's like the right approach for people. Do you sort of get it? Violence is the right approach for people. If someone's threatening to kill, say, your mother, like, Why isn't violence the right approach? Do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't leave a threat around to reenact that same incident. Do you sort of get it? Like, violence is a very, very important aspect then. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone threatens your life, like, violence is very important because, like, they have shown themselves to be an unreasonable person. Why would you trust and believe that they're going to be reasonable in the future? Do you sort of get it? Very important to get this because we can choose any which way that we want. Do you know what I mean? I just choose, like, if I'm allowed violence, why not? Do you know what I mean? If I'm allowed to lose my mind, why wouldn't I let myself lose my mind every now and then? Do you know what I mean? I just have very, very strict controls on what has to happen in the environment for me to be allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't worry about people punching me in the face. I'll start thanking you like profusely if you do. And then you'll see the eyes shift. And the eyes will shift, and then you won't realize you're not talking to a human anymore. Do you know what I mean? Very important to get this, but because it's this understanding of the primal and sort of like the intellect or the unconscious and the conscious. Should I allow myself to fall into unconscious, i.e., rage, anger, and all of that? I cease to be in the conscious. So the conscious aspect of me, the aspect of me that is talking to you now, that uses, you know, thought and logic and all of this and rationale, ceases to exist when triggered into an unconscious state. So, an emotional state, because the unconscious holds the emotion. So, when we're in the unconscious, we don't have access to the emotion. Do you sort of get it? Or not so much when we're in the unconscious, we don't have access to our logic, to our reasoning. So, I just don't try and hold on to it. It's more fun that way. Do you sort of get it? Very important to get this because when we get this, we understand. When I'm saying giving in to what you perceive as being negative, what you perceive as being negative is the loss of the unconscious. So when I lose control from the conscious point of view, and I cease to be acting rashly with reason and logic and things like that, and I fall into the emotion. Well, if my emotion has never been sort of addressed or looked at, or I have never really sort of think of the emotion or the unconscious as a pool. If I jump into that pool and I've never really taken care of it, like there could be fucking anything under that water. Do you sort of get it? Like it's a very terrifying place because everything's gross. It's sort of like, do you get it? Like if I haven't cleaned that pool for 2 years, but I just keep topping it up with more water, like, and I jump in there, like, what a time am I going to have? So the more I clean it up, the more I maintain it, well, the more comfortable it is to jump in there. Do you sort of get it? So through enacting self, like worship, self honor, all of this, like when I start honoring what I feel and exploring what I feel in life, like I am jumping into that pool and fixing it. Do you sort of get it? So the more we do that, the easier it becomes to where I can be in the unconscious state and I can still be conscious because it's not one or the other. Should I see the unconscious as something that I do not sort of have access to? Do you sort of get it? I don't have control in the unconscious. I don't have control of the unconscious, but I have access to it and I can direct it. So when I understand this and I understand the access part to it, should I trust my unconscious mind to hold true to the values, the core values, beliefs, and all of that that I hold, what fear is there? Do you sort of get it? Like, what fear is there in my emotions when I know I'm a kind person? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is there fear? Do you know what I mean? Am I afraid that I'm not going to be kind to me? So we understand when my values and beliefs and sort of like the core desires and things like this I have in life, when they align with what I consciously, so with if what I think and feel about my core values and beliefs and all of this and what I feel about it are aligned. So if what I think about it and what I feel about it are aligned, what happens is that is alignment between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So now I need not ever worry about being in division or separation between my conscious and unconscious mind. Now I'm in the flow. Do you sort of get it? Very important to get all of this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.